Hello everyone, it is Hannah, your sparkling spectrumite, and I am here with another WIP and Chat for you. WIP stands for work in progress, and chatting just means, I'm chatting with you, telling you kind of what's going on with me, and definitely hearing back what is going on with you. So just getting right into it. I am working on this gorgeous canvas from, and guys, sorry, excuse my nails. I wore blue nail polish, and then when I was taking it off, it totally made my nails blue. So it's not because I'm super cold, it's because my nail polish just totally stained my nails, but that's okay. So anyways, I am working on this beautiful, gorgeous canvas from Jaded Gem Shop. This is The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci, and this is 40 by, I believe, 150 centimeters. So yes, it is about 5 feet long. So it's a big one, and I've gotten at least these first 2 sections done. It is extremely confetti heavy, so it really is just a lot of single placement on these, on this one, but that's okay because I'm just enjoying so much how this image is coming together. It is just absolutely beautiful. So tools that I'm using this beautiful pen by Lazy River Wood Turning. I love this pen. It is very light in my hand. I tend to favor lighter weight pens right now just because it's just kind of more comfortable for me. I am using this awesome magnetic tray from Bijou Bliss Designs. You can find them on Etsy, and I will make sure I have all these linked down below. But what I love about these trays is that they have little magnets on them, and the lids just stick right on and they don't come off. So love these trays. Using a little bit of raspberry lemonade wax from Patty Wax. The stuff smells so good and is just like a fun summer scent. I am using Aloha Putty from Rosemud. Again, it's just a really nice light scent. And what's really cool too is with Rosemud, as you can see, 100% of your purchases from Rosemud goes directly to charity. So very, very cool. And then last but not, oh, you know what? No, okay, then I've got these 2 things. So this is probably one of my most favorite things right now. I am using this beautiful custom made tray from Amazing Craft. It is EMMA then Zing, like amazing. And I had this custom tray made to go with my painting, and Emma did such an amazing job. It's just a gorgeous tray. It is so beautiful, and this thing is sturdy too. It's not going anywhere. So I've been using this to hold my tray, my pen, my putty, things like that. So I'm using this gorgeous tray. And let's see if I can get it. I'll put it in frame right here. And then not only that, Emma was so sweet and made me a matching cover minder to go with everything. So I thought that was really sweet and just a really nice thing to do. So that's my matching cover minder. A cover minder is what holds your plastic back as you're working on a kit. So I just got this tiny little section down here to do left, and it's pretty confetti heavy, but it's so worth it. I love it. So I'm just gonna get into it. Let's see here. So I haven't done a WIP and Chat in about 2 weeks just because I was going live, which has been really, really fun. I've really enjoyed going live. It's not something that I do often, but I definitely think it's something I might think about doing regularly again. See, I love how these drills just like line up really nice in this tray. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about that more because I've had a lot of fun going live the last 2 weeks. It's really been really enjoyable, and I've really enjoyed it. I think part of it is when I go live, or at least the past 2 times, I've been going kind of during that lunch hour. So I've been going at noon, and the first live I did, I went like noon on Thursday, And then last week I did, like noon on Friday, or, like noon or 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. And that seemed to be a good time that worked for a lot of people. Like, I know a lot of lives are during the day or during the evening, and then whatever daytime lives there are, they're typically during the weekend. So it's been really fun just to go kind of during the daytime, during a weekday. I think that's actually been really fun. And, I also know a lot of people are at work, so it may not be like the best time for the most people. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I think it's still a fun time. And, for those people who can, it's kind of different because I know I love watching lives at night. Don't get me wrong. But I know for me, I tend to get pretty worn out near the evening. So getting on lives is just, again, it's not that I don't want to. It's just a little more challenging and I don't have as much energy. But during the day, that typically is just a little easier to do that. So that's kind of what just kind of works for me, and that just kind of is what it is. But so again, and this is so confetti heavy, and there's only like a couple of each color in this little section. So I'm just pouring like just a tiny little bit amount into my tray and going that way because it's just like, there's like of this color, I think there's like maybe 3 all in all. Yeah, and then there's one down here. And then there's a couple more right here. Yeah. So I've been pretty much single placing this kit, but again, I love it. This may take me forever to do, but I'm okay with it because I'm enjoying this process so much. And this kit and the rendering, it is, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the quality of this kit's like, I don't even care if I'm having to single place the whole thing because the process is just so much fun and getting it together is just really, really enjoyable. So I'm really liking it so far. All right, so let's see here. Really honestly, guys, my week has been pretty uneventful, which has been really, really nice, actually. I think it's funny. It's the end of July, like it's the end of June. Today's the last day of June at the time of filming this. And part of me is like, okay, it usually takes us the first month of summer just to get into the groove of things. And I don't know if any of you are like that too, like with kids or who had kids or, kids living in the home still. Like, yeah, it takes for, my family, it does. Like, I have a daughter, and to go from that transition from, everyday school, having something, very regular and reoccurring and things like that, to going to just, okay, now we've just got all this time. It takes some adjusting. It definitely does. And I feel like it usually takes us kind of that first month of summer to get things, to kind of get things in control, and then, or to kind of, get into a ritual, and then we'll have all of July to have that ritual, and then we'll be getting back into a new change in August. Like, that's kind of how it works here. So yeah, so we've kind of found our summer rhythm, which is super nice. It's been really enjoyable. My daughter this summer, so for those of you who might be new, my daughter is 9 and she's autistic as well, as am I. And she actually joined a summer swim team this summer. So we're part of a neighborhood club, and they have a swim club in the summer, so they compete against the other swim clubs in the city. And so she joined it for the first time this year. And she's doing awesome. She's really enjoying swimming. And then a part of it was too, we really wanted her to meet other neighborhood kids, because we do, we're very fortunate enough that we live in a, family friendly neighborhood and there are lots of kids. And so we really wanted to you know, have her meet them and, you know, be able to just have those neighborhood friends and neighborhood kids that she can also hang out with. And that's what's totally happening. It's been awesome. She's been meeting new kids and, you know, they've been hanging out, you know, after swim practice. And yeah, it's just been so nice. And I think like as a parent, you know, especially to a kid with special needs, like any kind of special needs, like you want them to be able to be as successful as possible, right? Like you want them to be able to have joy in their lives and be successful. And that includes, you know, being successful with social relationships, with school, with, you know, with friends, everything. And so this has really, I think, given her an opportunity to just, you know, meet other kids, have those, you know, social skills handy. And it's been really good. So that has been awesome. And, so, I mean, honestly, like, that was the main reason why we put her into swim club. Like, granted, yeah, it was fun to do the competition, but we were just kind of like, you know, it's more fun that she's meeting kids her age and just having fun. Well, I will say, I gotta share this proud mama moment. So they've been having swim meets at the various different clubs around the city and competition. And sure enough, so this past Monday, she had another meet and she's participating in 2 races because she's still learning swim skills herself. And that's one of the things I love about our swim club is because like every kid is welcome to swim. And even if they don't know all the different strokes and stuff, like they work on teaching them. They're just awesome. They're very, I wouldn't say casual, but you know, they make it very easy for like, you know, any kid to join. They just want kids to swim. Like that's the most important thing. So she's already been doing some competitions and, you know, first of all, she just turned 9. So my daughter is competing in the 9 and 10 category. So she's already competing against kids who are, you know, quite a bit older in a sense that, you know, some of these kids are bordering on 11 and she just turned 9. So it's definitely, so like honestly, and I'm not trying to shortchange her, but we're, you know, my husband and I were thinking, you know, probably, we didn't think there's going to be like any wins or anything like that in these races. And again, it's not to underestimate her. We just figured, hey, first time swimming. It's a, you know, I wouldn't say stacked category, but like there's some like seasoned swimmers in that age bracket who like do focus on competing. And we just told her, it's like, hey, what's more important is like you improve each time. That's what we're looking for. It's like, it doesn't matter if you place or anything like that. Just, hey, if you keep improving your time, then that's what matters, you know? So that's kind of what we're thinking. And again, just like meeting other kids and having fun with that. That was our primary focus. Well, guys, on Monday, she had a meet. And one of the races she was in was the 4x1 relay for 100 meter. And she was the 3rd person in that 4-person like leg. And her team placed 3rd. So she actually like placed in a race. It was so cool. And I was super, super excited for her. So it was just like, it was awesome. I'm just like, again, proud mama moment. And it really just was the icing on the cake because it's like, yay, you know, she's meeting friends, she's doing this. And she's learning more swim skills, which I think is really important. And then like she actually placed in a race. So yeah, my husband and I, we were just thrilled. We were super excited for her. And yeah, it's been really nice. So that's my little proud mama moment because yeah, like it was just really cool and we were super excited for her. So that's been good. Now, sure enough, though, so the swim season, it's super quick. It's like a month long. So today was actually her last practice. And then tomorrow she'll have her last meet. But another good thing came out of this. Her swim coach has been just the nicest person, like really working with Maggie, and just is like just super accommodating to her needs, and is just really cool, and actually offered, said she'd be available to keep teaching Maggie swim. And so even after the swim season's over, which is this weekend, Maggie is going to continue with her coach, and we're going to do private swim lessons for her. So very, very happy with that, because the thing is, like, she's a good swimmer. Like, she's legitimately really fast. Like, she could probably outswim my husband and I already. And so, like, just to keep up those skills and everything, I'm just really excited for her to be able to do that. Plus, like, you know, so like growing up, like I had some opportunities to swim, but you know, they just weren't as available when I was growing up. And so, you know, I'm really thankful that my husband and I can provide more of those opportunities to my daughter, because my husband and I growing up, we just didn't get as many. I mean, I was probably a few years, like, I don't remember how old I was when I first even went into a pool for the first time, but it was definitely kind of later. And so to be able to, you know, give our daughter more opportunities to do that is just really important to us as well, because it's like, you know, we want her to have those opportunities to become a good swimmer, and you know, not even necessarily for, you know, racing or competition, but just to have those swim skills. And again, for those of you who are new, like I grew up in Arizona, and now I grew up in northern Arizona. And so, you know, there weren't really swimming pools where I was, but down in the valley, or like the Phoenix area, there were pools everywhere. And I mean, every year you would hear a story about, you know, a tragedy with a kid in a pool. And so, you know, I kind of remember growing up with that. Like, you'd always hear, it's like every summer without fail. And it was always so tragic and so sad that, you know, I think that kind of like really made me think, like, you know, I'm like, I really want to make sure that, you know, I like, that is a skill that I really want my daughter to have, is to know how to swim. And so, yeah, I'm just very thankful for that. We've been able to do that, and it's worked out really well. So that is my proud mama moment. So yes, she placed third, and it was like her third meet ever that she's ever done. So I was like, that's like, it was awesome. So yes, I had to share that with you. I've kind of been telling you guys about, and again, for those who might be new, so there has been some health things too with my in-laws. My father-in-law was recently diagnosed with dementia, and then my mother-in-law has, unfortunately, she is a 2-time cancer survivor, which is amazing. She's an amazing woman. But unfortunately, it has come back and it's metastasized. So we're kind of just going through that right now. And my husband is the only child. So, you know, it's kind of, now, thankfully, my mother-in-law, she does have 2 brothers, and they've been amazing with like just helping us with things, and helping with doctor's appointments and physical therapy appointments and things like that, because it's just been a lot of medical appointments, and you know, kind of starting to look into things regarding, you know, home health care, and just things like that, which is a whole new thing my husband and I are learning. Like, it's definitely overwhelming at some times. And especially like I couldn't imagine even trying to do it for one parent, but to do it for 2 at the same time, it's definitely brought its own challenges. And so we're kind of, we're going through that right now. And I mean, I'll admit, it has not been easy. It hasn't. And again, I'm not trying to, the last thing I want to do is like make this about me, because that's not it at all. It's like, I'm still processing just what's going on with my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. And it just like, it sucks. Like, it's the crappiest thing ever. And I want to make sure though that, I want to be strong for my mother-in-law, because it's like, and my father-in-law, because they didn't choose this. This isn't their fault. So it's like, you certainly don't want them to feel bad, because yeah, they didn't choose any of this. But then at the same time, like, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of finding that balance of, you want to be strong for those people who you're supporting and who you're taking care of. But at the same time, like, you also have to kind of take care of yourself in the matter. And I'm like, I think my husband and I are just starting to dive into, this whole, like, these caretaking roles now that we're in. And, we're just still navigating it. So yeah, so that's just kind of what's going on with that. And, I've been telling people on this live that I think this canvas kind of came at a perfect time, because there is a lot going on, and it is really, and I think diamond painting too can be very meditative. And I'm I would consider myself a very spiritual person, and honestly, it's really helped just being able to look at this image and work on it. It really has given me some peace, because there is a lot going on there. It just is. And you do have to find ways to take care of yourself and find joy in the little things. And right now, that's what this is doing for me. It really is. And I think that's also the reason why, like I said earlier, like, even though I'm really pretty much having to single place a lot, I don't mind, because it really has allowed me to kind of just check out, to, just kind of just enjoy being in the moment and enjoying this process. And so I'm really, really grateful for that right now. And hopefully, everyone else is too. And I think, that's kind of why I titled this WIP and Chat, like, finding joy in those tough times. Because, I mean, I'll admit, things are not great right now. They're really tough. But, and I kind of get the feeling that a lot of people are feeling that way. So for those of you who are also going through just hardships right now, like, just know I'm thinking of you. You're not alone in this at all. Because yeah, it's just, I can totally tell that I think a lot of people are going through things. And I think that's one of the great things about this community, in particular, is that I think we're all really supportive of each other. And I mean, how cool is that? And it's like, you may have never even seen these people in person. Like, anyone that I've met through diamond painting, like, I've never met them in person. But it's so amazing how just still you get brought together, and this community brings people together, and you really do meet amazing friends without ever having actually met them in person yet. And I just think this hobby lends itself to that, and it's really great. And so yeah, I just really hope that for those of you who are struggling right now, just remember you're not alone. And we are here for you. And I know, like, as I'm saying this, like, I already know that there are people there for me, and I, cannot thank you enough for your support, and appreciate every single comment, every single like, every single just, like, I appreciate it so much. And I really hope that I'm giving that back, because I get it. Things are tough for a lot of people right now. And again, I just think this community is so cool, because I really think we're able to, just be together and support each other. So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with this, but that's just kind of what's on my mind right now. So kind of to change focus a little bit. Plans coming up. It is 4th of July weekend, which I'm excited about. I always really enjoy 4th of July. And so traditionally for 4th of July, we have always gone to my mother-in-law's house, and we like do hamburgers and hot dogs, and then we actually go close to the elementary school, close to where they live, and we just sit in the parking lot and watch the fireworks. Because, so here's the thing. So in Kansas, at least in our county, okay, you can buy fireworks, right? You can, which is so weird to me because in Arizona, you can't. Like, I grew up never seeing a fireworks stand because you couldn't buy them in Arizona because, like, wildfire threats are really high, and like you cannot launch your own fireworks in Arizona. So when I moved to Kansas, it was a huge shock to me that, people could just buy fireworks and launch them. Now, here's the problem though. They do have, like certain fireworks you can buy like within the county limits. Like it's like, oh, okay, you can only buy ones that go this high. And so, like they're not like the huge ones that launch up into the sky, but they're still cool to launch. So within our city limits and within our county limits, like the stands that sell them, like sell the legal ones, basically. It's like, hey, these are the ones that are approved by the county and the city, so you can launch them. However, the neighboring county, which is like 20 minutes away, has different rules and laws. And so guess what people do? They go over to that county, buy those fireworks, bring them back. And so we pretty much have full-fledged fireworks launching from people's houses every single year. It never ceases to stop. And so pretty much at this elementary school that we go to see the fireworks, it's not a city fireworks show or anything. It's just people launching them from their houses. And you get a full-fledged fireworks show just sitting in the parking lot. So yeah, that's what happens. It has been going on forever. Now living here in Kansas for 12 years now, I'm used to it now, but it just, I don't know why. It still just kind of cracks me up because it's just like, yeah, like we just have full-fledged fireworks shows. And now there are some people that it takes me off because they'll launch like the mortars and stuff like that. And that freaks me out. Like I hate those. But everything else, it's just like, oh, I guess it is what it is. Now, my husband and I, we don't launch them because we're like, there's enough people in my neighborhood who do. So we just watch them from our back porch. So with that though, we've always gone to my mother-in-law's. Well, my mother-in-law right now is, recovering from a major surgery. She's in PT because of that. And then we're also waiting what her treatment options are going to be. Like I had already told my mother-in-law, I'm like, don't even think about hosting it. And I could just tell she wasn't up for it. And she agreed. She was like, yeah, I don't think I can do it. And I'm like, no problem. So my husband and I decided to host it. So we're going to host 4th of July at our house. And we are, my in-laws are coming, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to grill and do that. And then not only that, my husband's uncle and aunt are coming because they come every year too, to my in-laws when they host it. So they're coming. But then my husband and I were like, well, you know what, since we're hosting, let's invite more people. So we did. So my sister might be coming over, but then also Maggie's godparents are coming over. So, so I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about hosting. And again, the cool thing is like, you can literally just sit on our back porch and watch the fireworks. So, it's just really fun. Like I will say after getting used to people just buying as many fireworks as they want, like 4th of July in the Midwest, it really is actually really fun. It's probably one of my favorite things about living in the Midwest because, you know, living in Arizona for so many years, they didn't do fireworks, nothing like that. So, I mean, it kind of felt like 4th of July, but not exactly. So, I don't know. It really, like, 4th of July in the Midwest is actually really, really fun. It's probably one of my favorite things about living in the Midwest. The only thing that does kind of get annoying after a while is that, so basically, like, people can start launching fireworks. I think it's like 2 days before 4th of July and then 2 days after. So I know this weekend, because people are going to like start partying this weekend, like it's going to be nonstop fireworks. And I mean, people launch them until like 2 in the morning. So that's the only thing. It's kind of like, oh, it's like, and now thankfully, because for those of you who might be new, I've got 3 dogs and 3 cats, and thankfully my dogs don't get too scared of fireworks. Like only one of them gets a little nervous, but thank goodness, like we just take her down to our basement and she's super calm down there. So thankfully, like it doesn't agitate our dogs too much or anything. But it is hard to get sleep, and so that's the one thing. I'm like, okay, I know this weekend we probably won't be sleeping much, but you know, it just is what it is. And then with my daughter actually does really well with fireworks. Eventually she does wear ear defenders just because sometimes the noise does bug her. But when that happens, she's really good about it. She just goes into her room, she puts her ear defenders on, and she's actually kind of learned to sleep with them, like if she has to. And she's also got music in there, like she's got a little like Alexa that plays music. And yeah, so it's been good. So we definitely have like our strategies to get through fireworks and things like that, and they work really well, which has been awesome. So yeah, but yeah, I'm still really excited about hosting. I think it'll be fun, and yeah, it's just a good time. So that's what we're doing for 4th of July. So let me know what you guys are doing. I would love to know how you celebrate 4th of July and what you guys do, because I know everyone, you know, celebrates differently. And let me know, like, are you the people who launch your own fireworks, or do you go see like a fireworks show, or like what's it like where you live? Because I know here it's I don't want to say it's a free for all, but it gets pretty close sometimes regarding like the fireworks shows. That's always something really fun too. Like before, when we would do it at my in-laws' house, like the drive home, like the whole way you're on the freeway and you just see fireworks going off everywhere. So you kind of see a fireworks show on your drive home too. I mean, they are just everywhere. So yes, it'll be quite the busy weekend coming up, because I have a feeling like everyone's going to be launching their fireworks. And then of course on 4th of July, they'll be doing the same thing. So that's just kind of what 4th of July like is here. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys do. Like, do you cook out? Do you not do anything at all? Like, what is it that you guys do for 4th of July? I would be very curious to know just how other people celebrate. Or, you know, for those who obviously live overseas and Independence Day is not a thing for you, is it just like, you know, a regular summer day for you guys? So I would be curious. Okay, I've got 3 more, so let me see, and then I will be finished with this section. Let me do this real quick, and then I can actually try and pan out and show you all what it looks like. So let me find the symbol here. These symbols are very clear, by the way, too. I've really been like this is actually my first jade kit that I've worked on. So of course I choose this huge one, of course. But I'm just so impressed with the quality. Like these drills have been great. When I kitted this thing up, this has got 68 colors and no static. It was awesome. I didn't have any static kitting this thing up because I mean, man, when you have static, it can really slow down your kitting up process, and it can kind of take the fun out of it too when you're fighting static drills the whole time. So right now, guys, because it's like just one per color, I am just literally pouring one into my hand and getting it out of my hand and putting it on. So let me see here. Sorry, looking for one more symbol. There it is. Okay. So yeah, I just need like one of these. So I'm just gonna pour a couple into my hand, grab it off my hands like that. There we go. Ooh, one whole section done. All right, so when I finish a section, let's see, let me move my tray up here, move my pen. So I have one of these like little roller things. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I just kind of make sure I give it a little roll. I kind of like to go over it with my hand too, just to make sure I don't feel any drills popping up. Oops, sorry, I just knocked you guys really bad. Sorry about that. So I will take this tape off because I'll be doing a whole new section. So let me take that off. Ooh, look at that. It's just like gliding down. So there we go. Ooh, I'm so excited, guys, because the next section, I'm going to be able to start like working on like the faces and things. And then not only that, I'm going to be transferring to like, this has been a lot of like greens, blues, and browns clearly. Ooh, a drill came off, but sometimes I do find that drills have fallen on here. But okay, yeah, that was a trash drill. So I'm really excited for this next section because as you can see, it's like a lot more reds and things like that. So I'm really excited. So let me see if I can pan out and show you guys just what this looks like. Oh, actually you guys can see it really well, but yeah, that's kind of, woo. Look at that. It is looking so good. I am so excited. It's so pretty. So there we go. All right, actually guys, I think this is a perfect way to end. Like, got this section done. You can clearly see it. So I will keep updating you on progress on this. But yeah, so far I've gotten 2 rows done. And I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just really enjoying this kit. I think it's exactly what I need for the time right now. And I think, you know, going back, I think diamond painting works that way. Sometimes you just have to work on kits that just help you out, so to speak. And this kit is definitely doing that for me right now. So anyways, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're taking care of each other, taking care of yourselves. I really hope, I wish everyone a happy 4th of July. Hope you're having fun, enjoy it. And for those who don't celebrate 4th of July, obviously, I just hope you're doing well. Again, taking care of yourselves. Hope you find some joy from this video, because it does. It really brings me joy making these and being able to talk to you guys and checking in how you guys are doing. And I always appreciate you guys so much. So I will see you the next time. Bye.